Hey YouTube, this is Mike from Mike's RC Corner. Thanks for checking in on this video. This is a review of my second radio I have in my collection. This is the Sky radio. It is called the FS-GT3C. It is a latest release of that line from the GT3 line. Its older cousin or brother, you would say, would be the GT3B is the black radio. This radio has some differences. It's lighter. It doesn't use double A's to power it. It uses a LiPo battery. I'll just show you here quick that has an 800 milliamp hour one cell battery inside, so it's very light. It's very usable for any RC user, I believe. It charges off a mini USB port. You can connect to a PC, laptop, and roughly charges, I would say, in 50 minutes time, and you get a lot of runtime. You could use it for a whole weekend if you're racing with it, if you're bashing with it. I tend to charge this radio. I find myself a moderate RC user. I would charge this maybe once a month. As you can tell, it's orange. It comes in green, also comes in silver. Here's the screen here. You can turn the radio on and you can see how it lights up. It has a 10 model memory. It has all the features here. You can change the name, set the you want to reverse the channels, mixed with the endpoints, the trim, the dual rates, the exponential. Even has an ABS feature that pulsates as you brake. It's up to you if you want to do that. Here's your throttle trims, steering trims. These buttons navigate the menus here. There's a bind key to bind to the receivers. I paid $50 roughly for this radio plus shipping. I find it was very good value, seeing you know, for a low-end Spectrum radio, you're probably dropping around $130 at a hobby store or online, plus shipping if you're doing it from online. Also, a huge benefit of this radio is the receivers. This compatible receiver I purchased from Hobby King for $5.50. You can buy a bunch of these and get them shipped at a reasonable rate, you know, $4 or $5. You wait a couple weeks for them to come in, so plan accordingly. Comes with an antenna tube and a buying plug. And this allows you to get rid of all those stock radios and control all your RCs under one radio. I own 2 radios. I also have a Spectrum that I use, but I have my recreational models more on here. But I have used this at the track before I bought my Spectrum, and I have won club races with it. I haven't found it to be any problem. The earlier models of Skies did have some issues with interference with other radios, but I haven't found any. I also wanted to mention here, the antenna has nice design. It's hidden quite well. When you store it, it won't break off. A lot of times you look online, especially on eBay, and you find used radios, and a lot of them have issues with the antenna being snapped off or broken or dangling on. Also down here is your dual rate buttons, your channel 3 buttons, a third channel for controlling. You know, decent tension. One thing I will say about this radio that disappointed me was the on-off button. I noticed one time racing that I was losing control of my vehicles in corners, and what happened was when I was turning the wheel, the radio was shutting on and off. It would turn off when I turned and on, back on when I straightened. Inside there's wires that pass through to the button, and as they twisted around, it eventually came off the soldered leads. I fixed it once and it did it again after another couple months. So my fix was I ended up drilling a hole here. I had a switch from somewhere else. I super glued it there. It's out of the way. Ran the wires inside. Soldered them together. Works perfect. Haven't had an issue since. As you can see, I just turn it on and off. So As for this radio, being budget-minded RC person, I'd highly recommend it. I'd probably rate this radio 3.5 stars out of 5, just for the fact that the regular maybe RC person wouldn't fix the on-off switch themselves. That's a design flaw for sure, and that's definitely going to bring it down. Also, the name of the vehicles are 3 characters long. I don't personally have a big issue with that, but some people might, and it's not very descriptive. All in all, though, for what you're paying for, $50 plus cheap receivers, instead of paying $50 and upwards for a receiver, you're paying $5. Performance is great. The distance, I mean, you can pretty much drive these vehicles out of sight, and you're still getting control from the radio to the receiver. So, all of that being said, I'd highly recommend this radio, especially for a basher, new to intermediate RC user. Obviously, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles of the higher brands, but it is what it is, and it'd be a smart choice, especially if you have 2 radios and you want to, let your kid drive an RC while you drive another RC, and you can have fun together. So, anyways, again, this is my review of the Sky FS-GT3C. I recommend this radio. I think it's a smart choice, and I've had a lot of positive experiences with this radio, and I hope you find this video useful. Please like this video, hit the like button, and hope to bring you some more informative videos of some of the RC experiences I had. Thanks for your time.